It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 2nd and 7, Murray flush to his right. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Well, you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Will Fuller back deep to return. Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell, 58 yards. And the Rams will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Gay.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Micah Parsons from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too. They were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field. And he gets a tackle for loss there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Smith escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. Smith on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They go up the middle with Chubb. And some room to work. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, L.A. Nick Chubb. 53 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Locates Ertz going across the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. He's got Anderson right side. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll send Brown in motion right. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second and a long way to go. Smith, flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, Smith. Being chased out left. Going up top for Kupp. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 109 yards. Rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith. And this one's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Geno. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp,
34 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll
that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And Chubb will try the middle here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A give. This is Chubb. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd down and goal. Smith. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers from 8 yards out. And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save it.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 50, it's Smith. Dancing to his left. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 22. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Geno now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They snap it to Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Smith now to throw. Steps away to his left.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. From the gun, Murray. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Murray to air it out again. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Micah Parsons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance at...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Jeremy Ching picks it off. And the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send Brown in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray flushed out right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to get...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz from 10 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll elect
elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Smith on third down. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Following the touchdown.